Hello everybody, my name is Elena. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Long time no see with this background, but hello, we're back. Everyone is doing their 2025 most anticipated reads, and obviously I have to jump on the bandwagon, okay? So I'm gonna do that too. I've written them down all here. I say all, I might be missing some because there's lots of new releases, like there are every year, but I feel like in 2025 there's lots of like really good ones. So I might have missed some, but I mean, if I miss them, are they really like that anticipated for me? You know, I feel like that has a correlation. Do with that what you will. We're going to be talking about the ones that I actually could think of and I wrote down. I have 11 on this list, so strap in, babes. I have 3 that are my most anticipated, but if I had to pick one book that I was the most anticipated for, hello? If I had to pick one book that I was anticipating the most for next year, it is definitely Burn Bright by Krista and Becca Ritchie. Listen, this is going to take some explaining. So Krista and Becca Ritchie wrote the Calloway Sisters series. It's right there. It's very popular. A lot of people have read it. It's one of my favorite series of all time. However, my favorite series of all time is actually the sequel series to that series, and it's the Laika series, which is these books right here. It's a really long series. And so you're like, what does this have to do with Burn Bright? You see, the Laika series is about kids from the Calloway Sisters series. Like, from these couples, the kids have their own books. The only people who don't have books are the Cobalt Boys. This series is the first book to the Cobalt Empire series, which is going to be about the Cobalt Boys. I don't think you understand how exciting this is for me. It's probably not exciting to anyone else besides me. Mostly, there's definitely other people that are excited about it, but I don't think anyone is excited as me. Okay, I live and breathe this series, so that's the one that I'm the most excited about. A close second is also a Krista and Becca Ritchie book. They started a new series last year called The Threads We Weave. I will never stop talking about how much I love that series name, by the way. It just rolls off the tongue really nicely and it scratches an itch. The first book is Dishonestly Yours. It's right there beside my little Kenma figure. The second book is coming out called Destructively Mine. I forgot to mention Burn Bright comes out September 2nd, but Destructively Mine comes out April 29th. Just spoiler alert, there's a lot of April releases. I don't know what I'm gonna do because that April is gonna be like a really busy month for me. I don't know how I'm gonna be reading all these new releases that come out in April. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. Those are definitely my top 2. And then the third book that I'm really, really excited to read that comes out next year is Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I absolutely adore Ali Hazelwood. Here's her shrine right here. I really love her books. I don't think I've ever rated one of her books lower than 4 stars. I just love the way she writes. And it's just like, it's my thing. Like, I know that when I pick up an Ali Hazelwood book, I'm gonna laugh and have a good time. I'm really excited about Deep End. It's about swimming, as you can tell probably by the cover. And I've been told it's her most spiciest. So, excited for that. Comes out February 4th, which is actually really soon. Like, that's in like 2 months. That's really good. Oh no, it's less than 2 months. See, it's gonna come out like that. Another release that's coming out really soon, specifically January 7th, is Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams. This is the 3rd book in the When in Rome series, which is like interconnected standalones. We have When in Rome, Practice Makes Perfect, and then Beg, Borrow, and Steal. I liked When in Rome a lot. I absolutely loved Practice Makes Perfect, and I'm really excited about Beg, Borrow, and Steal. I'm always excited about Sarah Adams books, except for the rule book. I'm not really gonna read that one. I don't really remember who the book is about. I know it's about the sister that's a teacher and her colleague, and it's like rivals to lovers, I think, but I don't know really the storyline of it. I also don't remember the sister's name. I'm so sorry, but I am excited about that. Again, January 7th, mark your calendars. Another April release, and one that I feel like is on everyone's list, which I mean rightfully so, it's Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry. I love the way she writes, so I am excited about this one. It's about 2 writers. One's like really well known, one isn't that well known, I think. And they're supposed to write the memoir of this woman that was like missing or something, or a woman that no one knows what she looks like, and she's like a famous celebrity or whatever, and they're supposed to write her memoir together. Something like that. Okay, take this with, it's not even like a pinch of salt, with like a whole handful of salt. I might be wrong, but the premise of writing a memoir together is definitely right. I know that part. I just don't know the details. Also, this cover is gorgeous. I'm putting the UK cover on here because that's the one I like better, but the US one is also really pretty. That one comes out April 22nd. Another April release is Rewind It Back by Liz Tomforty. I recently found out from Bestie Larry that it's actually Tom Forty and not Tom Ford. My life was changed forever. Comes out April 24th. This is the last book, I think, in the Windy City series, which is so upsetting because I love that series. Obviously, I don't own Caught Up. I really need to get it because I do love that book, even though it's my least favorite out of all of these. I do adore it. I'm really excited about Rewind It Back because it's about Rio. Rio's present in all of the other books, and he's always complaining about he can't find love. He's the only one single in the group. And so I'm really excited for him to finally get his story. I don't actually know. I don't think there's a blurb about who he's going to end up with or anything. But it is a hockey romance because he does play hockey. All of Liz Tomford's Windy City series books are sports romances. The first one's hockey, the second one's basketball, the third one and fourth one are baseball, and then the fifth one is hockey again. On May 20th, we have a book that I'm honestly like, if I had to pick a fourth place book, it would probably be this one because I read her other duology this year and I absolutely adore it. I'm talking about Rachel Gillig and the first book in a new duology, The Night and the Moth. I'm really excited about this. I think there is a blurb. I just don't remember what it was. I remember that I read it when I found out she was going to be releasing a new book. I don't really remember what it's about. I remember it having similar vibes to the Shepherd's King duology just because it's still like a dark gothic fantasy. I'm trying really hard to think of anything to give you, like any little crumb of information. Genuinely can't think of anything. A girl has powers. How about that? I don't know. Maybe it's that, maybe it isn't, but it feels like a safe guess. I think she has some kind of moth powers. That sounds so wrong. Okay, and I'll say the love interest is the knight. I am totally making this up right now. If I get something right, great, but this is not the actual synopsis of the book. I just don't want to leave you with nothing, so I'm trying to like interpret the title of the book. I don't actually remember what it's about. Near the end of January, specifically January 21st, is a book that I feel like a lot of people are expecting, and it's Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. I'm also really expecting this book. Iron Flame was a little bit of a letdown. I still really enjoyed it, but it was nowhere near what I rated at Fourth Wing, which I absolutely adore. However, Onyx Storm I have really big hopes for because she took a longer time reading it, and I'm guessing they took longer editing it and stuff like that. And I think she posted like, she put the books together like next to each other, and Onyx Storm is actually shorter than Iron Flame. Thank God for that, because Iron Flame is a drag to get through. Obviously, I can't tell you what it's about because it's the third book in the series, but it's about a war college and they have dragons and they ride dragons. This next book comes out on my birthday, which is August 5th. Have I read the second book to this series? No, but honestly, I think I'm gonna wait for this third and last book to come out and then reread the first one and just continue and finish the series. I'm talking about Accomplice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Marr. I'm so sorry. I can't tell you what it's about because I don't know the synopsis, but also I wouldn't tell you anyways because it's the third and last book. Hello. The first book, though, is about this girl called Edie, and she lives with her sick dad and her little sister, and she works somewhere. I don't remember where. See, this is why I need to reread the first book. She works somewhere, and then she has to quit the job because of something. Again, don't remember what it was. Ends up stumbling in the woods and finding what the people of the village call the villain, because everyone's scared of him, and they're like, oh my god, he's so grotesque, he's so evil, and he ends up being this handsome-ass man. And they kind of they're kind of like running away together from knights or whatever that are chasing him, and he's like, hey, I need an assistant, you need a job, let's make a deal. And she's like, done. And it's really funny. It's a very laid back kind of fantasy, so I'm really excited about reading the second one and obviously reading the third one when it comes out, again, on my birthday. What a slay. The last April release on this list, and it's actually a book that I've heard no one talk about from all of their like anticipated reads videos, and like I guess I kind of would understand why, but I thought that I would have seen it by now and I haven't. Maybe I'm just not watching the right videos where they mention it, but it's Watch Me by Tahereh Mafi. This is the first book in a sequel series to the Shatter Me series. This is why it's wild to me that no one's talked about it, because Shatter Me is like very well loved. Do people like not know that it's coming out or something? I don't know. It does continue the eye like kind of covers, which personally I absolutely adore, and that cover is gorgeous. There have been rumors that it's actually about James. I won't tell you who James is in case you haven't read the Shatter Me series, but I feel like give it a go. It's like a really fun, easy series, and it's dystopian, it's YA, it's like, you know, as if that means anything. What I'm trying to say is it kind of gives the vibe of like a 2000s dystopian, you know? So I'm really excited about it. Again, comes out in April. Fuck us, I guess. The last book that I'm really excited to read actually does not have a fixed release date, and that is Enigma by Runix. This is a dark gothic standalone fantasy, I think. Is it fantasy? I'm not sure. That's a theme here. Obviously, I'd like to go in somewhat blind. I really like Runix. I really liked her newest release this year as well. The Syndicator. I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed. I was fine with it. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy her writing. I haven't read Gothicana yet. I really want to. But I haven't read it yet. But I absolutely adore her writing in the dark verse. It just hits for me. I know it's like a hit or miss for people. For me, it's a really big hit. So I'm really excited about Enigma and what it has to bring to the table. I feel like we need more fantasy standalones. That being said, I am still not sure if it is actually fantasy. However, Gothicana is. It's a standalone fantasy. So slay. And that is unfortunately all the new releases that I could think of. And you might be like, Elena, where's Elsie Silver? Listen, I read Wild Love and I didn't love it. Wildly or otherwise. So I haven't read the second book yet. I know a lot of people love the second book, even if they didn't like the first one, so I should probably read it. However, I'm in a reading slump and I'm not dealing with that right now. So I haven't read the second book, and I don't know if I should be excited about the third one, called Wild Eyes, by the way. I don't know when it comes out. Probably April. All new releases come out in April. So I guess that's another one to put on your list in case you haven't yet, but it's not online as of right now. I guess that is the end of this video. I do just want to add a disclaimer here. I will not be doing TBR videos next year in 2025. It was a big thing on my channel this year, and I'm really glad that I did it. I got through a lot of my physical TBR, and I will continue to do that in 2025, just not through TBRs, because I feel like that's the main thing that kept putting me in reading slumps, and I don't want to do that to myself. I just want to mood read. However, we will be doing little, what's it called? The TBR takedown videos. Is that what people call them? I think those are super fun, and also the scavenger hunt videos. We could try something like that, and we could still have like a monthly video for you to look forward to that's like the same video like every month, but just like a different book. So we could still do that. Or if you have any other ideas, you could give me some. But I will not be doing TBRs, sadly. Maybe every once in a while if we want to switch it up, but not every month. And that's really the end of this video. I know we haven't talked in a while, but hopefully I'll be back to more consistent uploading. My exams are going on right now, but they should end soon. And I hope we'll have a very nice year next year with reading and otherwise. So thank you so much for watching. You can like, comment, subscribe if you'd like, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.